Alright, so this is part 2 of the video. This will be questions 8, 9, and 10. So I started with this, but the timer cut off on the video. Sorry, using different software today. And so the sea level is 0. So just to show, we're going to put it here. And so now Arizona is above sea level. So 72 is there. So there's Arizona. Now, the next closest to 0 is Louisiana at negative 68. Louisiana. Then Tennessee is at 178. So that's positive 178. So Tennessee. And then we've got California way down here at negative 282. So Cali. And so the elevation at the lowest point in Cali is higher than the lowest point in Louisiana. Well, based on this here is much lower than that. So that's got to be false. And Cali's lower than Louisiana. Now, the elevation at the lowest point in Tennessee is farther from 0 than the elevation at the lowest point of Louisiana. Well, yeah, Tennessee, the distance from Tennessee to 0 is 178. The distance from Louisiana to 0 is 68. Well, 178 is bigger than 68. So, yeah, that's true. And then the elevation at the lowest point in Louisiana is higher than the lowest point in California. Well, yeah, Louisiana is higher than California. So, true. Not to mention a little bit of common sense. If we said over here that the lowest point in California is not higher than the lowest point in Louisiana, then it would make sense that the Louisiana point is higher than California. Okay? Use the questions to help you out. They tend to, sometimes, they give you the answers. All right. Now, for this one. Now, this is another one that people did, and they didn't pay attention to what they were doing. Okay? You gotta watch what you're doing here. It really is a very simple question to answer. So Carlos needs 1.7 meters of wire for one project and 0.8 meters of wire for another project. Part A, shade the model to represent the total amount of wire Carlos needs. Each full row represents 1 meter. Well, he needs 1.7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 1 full meter. Now he needs 0.7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now he needs 0.8 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 2 full and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of another. So he needs 2.5. He has 2.4 meters of wire. Does he have enough wire? So, and then it says if he does, does he have enough wire? If he does, answer how much wire he has left over. If he does not, answer how much more he needs. So it's not asking you to answer both questions. It's one or the other. So we have 2.4, we need 2.5. So he doesn't have anything left over because he doesn't have enough for that last piece. So he's 1 short. And so that goes there. We don't answer both parts. It's one or the other. Okay? If you put something in both boxes, you get the question wrong. Okay? You have to answer this whole question. You have to answer this question. Okay, so completely fill in this correctly. Fill in this correctly. So he's 0.1 short, so he needs 0.1 more. He can't have more left over and still need more left. That's like saying, I need 3 pencils. I have 4 left over. Well, you can't need 3 pencils if you have 4 left over. It doesn't work that way. Because then you've got the 3 you need. All right, let's take a look at the last question. And so here, it is very simply asking, determine whether each value x of x is shown in this table makes this true or false. So is 22 bigger than 7, greater than 7? Yeah, 22 is bigger than 7. It's more than 7. Okay, so a number line, again, very helpful. So we've got 7 here. Okay, so here's where we are. Well, 22 is way out this way. That's bigger. -7. Well, -7 is that way. So no, it is not bigger than 7. 13. Well, 13 is this way. So yeah, it's bigger than 7. Well, 5, whoops. Five is here, and well, that's not. That's on the left side, so that's smaller than 7. So that is not bigger. And then -39. Well, -39 is less than 0. 0 is less than 7, and so -39 is less than 7. So that's not true. And again, you got to get this all right. It's not oh, I got one of them right. You got to get the whole thing right.